I want some crack. Crack. What? What the fuck?
What's going on, Guild? I hope you guys are ready for some more PSO2 tips today, because in this video I'm going to talk about the best and highly recommended to fix augment throughout PSO2. These are known as crack. Yeah, I get the joke, but in all seriousness, crack is an endgame essential to building armor augments in episode 6, and without the right knowledge, it can be really hard to figure out how this effect actually worked. So before we get into the nitty gritty, let's go over the stats of this augment. These augments only drop at tier 1, but do have the potential to go to tier 5. To do that, you will have to farm quite a bit and to fix them in a certain way. Each tier, you will gain the following bonuses, making this an amazing augment to have for your armor. Crack is an augment that can be found easily by completing the new ultimate quest, Ship Infiltration Battleship, and you can also farm this out with ultra hard exploration bosses and recommended quest, Disturbing Whistle of Chaos. Alright, so as you can see here, we're actually going to go into it and search for crack just so I can drop some information for you guys all here, and this is more of like a live recording for you all just so it's a little bit easier to understand at first hand. So when coming in and searching for crack, if you go ahead and search for a random crack, of course you can only do the crack one because this is all they drop at. Now, crack on weapons are basically useless. As you can see, they go for a very small amount. So if we were to come back and we were to search up crack again, my mistake. Now you can search for things like crack 3 and crack 4 and crack 5. Well, not 5, but at least up to 4 right now. And the thing about that is, even if you were to try to search for that, even on weapons right now, they go for about $1 mil. On units themselves, they go for way more, considering these are actual augments that people had to craft on their own, right? So if we actually go ahead and type in crack 1, you will see that on units, they sell for about 400, 500k a piece. I mean, this is a really good way to farm out some money if you're looking for that. But if you were to go ahead, so say, let me take pretty much all of these babies right here. Right, so now that we have our crack in hand, the next thing you want to do is kind of step over into doo-doo, and this is how we're going to, I guess, increase the potency of our crack. This will never not be funny, so I'm going to need you guys to just hold in the laughter and bear with me for a second. So as we go into a fix augments, you'll see that now I have a bunch of different units here with crack on it. We can just kind of start fixing it to that. We can start with the 2 slot units here. So we'll go ahead and grab that, and then anything that's really here, so we can take another 2 slot, the 3 slot, and the 4. And we'll just have that there. And as you can see, now crack can go into crack 2, and then we'll go ahead and add those in with the easy 100. Now you honestly don't have to upslot into extra slots on this one if you do not want to. The thing about augments is that you can actually make really good augment builds with at least 5 to 6 slots. If you want to add more, than mostly, again, just like weapons, you're putting a lot of S grade augments on it as well if you're going up to A slots. And it's all your preference really on how you're building your character, but most people do actually have like 5-6 slot builds that do have some S grade augments, but then they pile a bunch of stuff like Mono Reverie and things on top of that. So when it comes to building crack at low slot levels, it's really easy to get your hands on them, and it's easy to affix them as well for you, so your build's a lot easier to make. So from here, we're just going to go ahead and start the affix, and then we're going to use this 30% here, and now we have a unit with crack 2 on it. So from here, we just want to go ahead and make another crack 2, because pretty much the point on increasing crack is by making multiple increased potencies of the original crack 1, and then you put those 2 together. So we're going to make another crack 2, and then we're going to go ahead and mix that with the one that we just made. So let's go ahead and take some of these 5 slots here, and I guess that's only 2 5 slots for us, so we can go ahead and take that, and that 70% crack 2 that you see there. Some of these easy 100s that we can do, I clicked on that crack on accident, and then boom. So with that, we can go ahead, right, easy crack 2. So from here, now that we have 2 crack 2s, we can take this crack 2, and then we can take the other crack 2 that we just made. And now if you look over here to the list of affixable augments, you can now see that there is a crack 3 available. So this is essentially how you're going to farm your crack, and as you go up in the potency, you're going to get more of an increase on the bonuses applied to it. Hence, before this was only given a +3, now it is giving +10s, +15s on defense, +15 HP, and +1 PP, which then it goes up as you go up to crack 5. So honestly, this is really simple. It just takes the time to actually go and farm the crack, and it's really farmable. So if you don't want to do it, you can actually just go ahead and buy stuff from the player shop. It's cheap. But if you want to go ahead and farm it for free, you do have those options as well. And with that, you have everything to help you get started on your farm. I hope this video was adding some help to you all. As always, you can catch me on PSO2 live every day at twitch.tv/KingCosmo, or follow me on Twitter for future updates and news. I'll catch you all later for another video very soon, and may your guiding light shine.